All right, where should I start?
Beginning,
The beginning. Okay, so this was after your birthday. I wanted to get a new phone. It was the morning after your birthday party, and I looked like trash. I'm pretty sure I still had like lash glue on my eyeballs. And I go to the Verizon store. I was making conversation with like the sales rep, and I've like worked in stores before, and I know like it makes your life a lot easier when you have cool customers. Also, I like to just talk, if you didn't know that. So I was just like making small talk with like my dude or whatever. Did it seem outright flirtatious? No, but I am like overly friendly and open, and I think people tend to misconstrue that as flirting. And like I did recognize that he was kind of a cutie. I left the store. Like I was kind of like, I kind of wanted to like ask him if he wanted to like hang out or something, but then I felt kind of weird about it. But then I realized he gave me the wrong color iPhone. So I was like, all right, cool. God gave me this opportunity to go back into the store and ask him to change out the color. I guess this means I should probably ask him if he wants to hang out. I had the opportunity, but then like neither of us like said anything about it. And so then I left the store, and I was like beating myself up about how I probably should have just like asked him if he wanted to hang out or like give him my number or something. So then later that night, I get a text. Hey, I know this is random, but I've never seen anybody so cute in like sweatpants before. And he asked me if I wanted to go out. He asked me to go to a Wizards game because we were talking about the Wizards. And he was like, as soon as you mentioned them, I knew that would be our first date. And we were like texting for about a week, and everything seemed fine. He seemed nice. We were flirting. It was the day of. We like had to find time at the game, but he was kind of boring, not gonna lie. But it like still nice. And then we like hung out at my place for a little bit with my roommates, and then we like went out for dinner. And during dinner, we were talking about like family and stuff. He goes, yeah, like I support my mom, so I've kind of have to be a little bit of a hustler. What do you mean a hustler? And he was like, oh, nothing, don't worry about it. And I was like, you mean like a drug dealer? And he was like, he just laughed, and he was like, no, I don't sell drugs. What do you do then? Oh no, like we'll save it for another time. No, you have to tell me now. Like, no. All right, here. What do you want to like come out of like this date? Honestly, I'm 27. I'm like starting to think about my long term, and honestly, I see you in my long term. What? Okay, but if that's how you feel, then you gotta tell me what you mean. Okay, but like you can't judge me. I don't hurt people or anything. Do you traffic people? He was like, no. And I was like, okay, I mean, all right, okay. I sometimes steal people's identities for money. My face was just like, you're judging me. And I was like, no, I'm just trying to process, like, what does this look like? What does this mean? Like, well, at first, I would take Verizon customers' information and take it over to like Sprint or AT&T and buy a cell phone, and then turn around and sell it on the black market. And now what does it look like? Now it looks like you pay me $400 and I get you $1,000. But I don't like what I do. I just do it because I have to. And then he started crying. Like, no, you probably never want to see me again. What do I say? He drove me here. So then I made up some bullshit where I was just like, I can't imagine what it must feel like to have to like support your mother. So I don't know that I can even begin to judge you, even though I was. He took me home, and he kissed me, and I just kind of let it happen because I was kind of like afraid. And so then I kind of tried to ghost him. And then like 2 days later, he like started like being belligerent in my text. I sent a very respectful response saying that I didn't feel safe or comfortable with it. And then he blew up my shit. Jasmine, like, I feel like ever since I met you, like, I've become a better man. Like, you can make me be a better man. Please, like, I haven't done it since I met you, which was literally like 2 weeks ago. When I didn't respond to him, like, in like 10 minutes, he like flipped on me and was like, bah, 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 bah. He tried getting me to Venmo him $200 to reimburse him for the ticket for the Wizards game. And then when I wouldn't, he tried requesting it through Snapchat. Then I blocked him. Then he found my Twitter and DM'd me asking for $200. And then finally he texted me saying, you know, if you're not going to pay me back my $200, you might as well use it to fix your busted ass teeth and buy some chapstick. Because I don't want, because he was like, I don't want you and your chapped lips anyways. Oh, also, I canceled my credit card that I used there. And I had to explain to the credit card company why I was canceling my card. And they were like, oh, were there like any like fraudulent charges? And I was like, no. And then they were like, then how do you know your information's been compromised? And I was like, I went on a date with my sales representative from Verizon who told me he steals customers' information. And then I swerved on him. They just started laughing at me. I don't know how this happened.
Because you're hopeless. That's why.